You know, in preparing to talk to you this morning, I did quite a bit of research because I wanted to get the broader picture, and there are a lot of people much more talented than I that have spent years doing research about the value of parks to our community. Two of the best resources I found were the National Park and Recreation Association and the Trust for Public Land. The Trust for Public Land did an extensive research survey related to the value of parks in our community, and the benefits of parks was the document. It has several other support documents as well. And it was, this was one of the quotes that just summarized the whole thing about the value of parks in our community. City parks and open space improve our physical and psychological health. They strengthen our communities, and they make our cities and neighborhoods more attractive places to live and work. I know I feel that way just speaking as a resident of this community, and I'm sure that you will agree. When you do get it to work, it's really sensitive. Okay. The benefits of our parks have a lot, but basically they fall into four categories. Physical activity makes people happier and healthier. Access to parks has been proven to show that it increases the frequency at which people will exercise. And there's also documented studies to show that the exposure to nature and greenery makes people happier. And I just will share with you, sometimes you just have to stop and look up and ask yourself, why does this place feel different from other places in the community? And I was over at Bonnet Park attending the grand opening or reopening of the West Side Boys and Girls Club and driving around that community, which, I do frequently. But I was at the intersection of Micheltorena and San Andres, and it just felt hot and dry. And I'm asking myself, why does it feel this way? I just came from another block in that stretch of road on San Andres, and I realized it's the tree canopy cover that we have on our streets that totally changes how we feel about how a community looks or how welcoming it is and how much time we might want to spend walking if we have that choice. Economic benefits to parks, increased property values has been proven time and again, and parks play a major role, as do schools, in attracting and retaining businesses and residents. We are learning more and more about the relationship between parks and our environment in terms of pollution abatement and cooling. I just talked about our urban forest, and certainly controlling stormwater runoff with all of the green space that we have. Parks create stable neighborhoods and really build communities, and for me, one of the most important aspects is parks provide the opportunity for recreation, and we all can, just appreciate the value of play. When we think of our community parks in Santa Barbara, we really need to think broad, because our parks include, when we talk about it, the parks include our parks, they include sports fields and facilities, trails, community gardens, I mentioned the urban forest, community centers, recreation centers, green space, open space, and natural areas.